educación y gender en la escuela de César Chávez. 2 cervezas, por favor. ¿Dónde está el baño? Taco, burrito, quesadilla. That's all the Spanish I know. Nachos. I don't think those are actually Spanish. They're tasty. I'm not arguing. So one of the best and most timeless pieces of advice I've ever received was to dress for the job you want, not the job you have. Which is why I got all dressed up instead of standing here naked. If a teenager is caught with an e-cigarette, is it considered statutory vape? Politicians won't legalize prostitution because they don't want the competition. Speaking of drugs, modern sport is far grander than Rome ever was. Yeah, I said it. There are many parallels though. The fancy part of the Colosseum where the ruler sat, the Caesarean section. Well, the modern equivalent is called a luxury box, which is also code for the classy call girl that comes with it. In ancient Rome, it was man versus crazed beast to see who got to eat dinner. Today, it's player versus player to see who can beat a timer. So, if you're not into sports, I can understand, but you're really missing out. There's teamwork, community, tight pants, focus, matching, getting to watch grown men cry in front of their communities in matching tight pants. Small joys. But despite all these great benefits, there's one true reason sports were invented. And that is to keep dudes from harassing chicks for 5 goddamn minutes.
It's like 5 hours.
Well, actually, no. So, on the other side of the ball, women's volleyball. They put the shortest possible shorts on the longest possible legs, creating a forest of wide athletic flesh no one can turn away from. All the girls want to be them or be with them, and all the guys want to be with them or would kill to have those legs. That's marketing. So we stay-at-home dads really know how backup quarterbacks feel. Who's excited to see you? Nobody. Because it means plan A has gone horribly wrong. And don't get me started on plan B. I got a joke about that guy later. Anytime you succeed at anything, it's called a miracle. And the second you fail at something, all the Monday morning armchair quarterbacks who weren't there will tell you exactly how they could have done it better. Also, as a parent, you learn a lot about team defense. When it's 2 of you and 1 kid, that's called a double team. You got a pretty darn good chance of winning that play. If it's just you and a kid, that's called a one-on-one. And honestly, that's the only defense I understood going into this. When it's one-on-one, your size and strength give you a tremendous advantage you'd be a fool not to exploit. Still a pretty good chance to win that play. However, when the kids start outnumbering you, it gets tricky. You gotta start using a little bit of prediction and gambling. And this is where we break out the zone style defense. 2 kids to 1, you stay close to the slower one, cut the field in half and keep an eye on an angle to cut to the faster one. 3 kids to 1, you kind of got to bank on the toddler staying put and eating sand. while the older kids stand a perimeter and you monitor and then pounce as soon as one comes through your area. 4 kids to 1, you got to bust out the double cut, 3-4, double downtown, nickel prevent with a switch to the outside. Okay, you still with me? Because this is the only way we're going to pull it off. Okay, everybody in, team on 3. 1, 2, 3, team! A little bit about myself. I was in theater from early childhood until the first couple of years of college. I got out because I couldn't stand all the drama.
Later we went to,
I'm trying really hard to be healthy, but I gotta tell you, trying to quit sugar is about the toughest thing I've ever done. Could you imagine how much tougher it would be to quit heroin if it was in all of Grandma's baked goods? Even if it was, it's debatable whether or not the side effects are worse than diabetes. Alright. So, I have a bad track record with cheese-related kitchen devices. So if you've ever had anything I've made with shredded cheese, there's a good chance you're now an accidental cannibal. Sorry. But it's not my fault. Have you ever seen a cook or a chef's hands? So many stars. You're probably a cannibal already. Vegans, vegetarians, you're not safe. How many people do you think are really actually going to scrap an entire meal of artisanal, small batch, handcrafted, organic vegetables at $50 a pound just because they cut themselves a little bit? No, that's balsamic vinegar, I swear. You just need a better name for it. Finger bacon! That's marketing. I have a much better and more economical name for romance novels. Literature. A pessimist will tell you that when it's raining, God's pissing on you. A pragmatist will tell you that he's eating too much dairy and needs to see a doctor. So, I have what you could call a diverse work history. I've been a professional musician for the better part of 20 years, but there have been certain points where I've had the occasional jobby job, usually when I needed the benefits more than the Benjamins. And in all that time, there was only one job I was actually fired from, and it sucks because I liked it, I was good at it, and if I could have made one less joke, I'd still be employed. I put various charities with big companies, and the pairing that my brain made me do, and then really made sure everybody got the joke in the pitch meeting, was I put the Epileptic Children's Association with Little Caesars. So I was in one of these independent Portland barbershops the other day, the kind where you walk in and you think you're in the 1930s until the guy at the counter checks you in on a touch screen. Well, to add to the illusion, the assembled saints were talking about the lifting of a recent prohibition. Well, all of a sudden a man burst through the door and commanded all of our attention. He was 90th a day, and if you were from Jupiter and it was your first day on Earth, you would have known this guy was a former Marine. He had more pins and medals than he had reasonable cloth real estate for, and it looked like he could still wipe the floor with a supple bearded folk if a brawl broke out. Luckily one didn't. But one of the barbers who knew him said, "Hey Earl, what do you think about legalization?" He said, "Well, I like my women like I like my haircuts. High and tight." Alright, one more for you guys. Woo! You've earned it. So, immersion programs. Oh, wait, no, 2 more for you guys. 2 more for you guys. Woo! So, my little boy, he's entering the terrible 2s. And I have to tell you, his behavior is a perfect allegory for the behavior of grown-ass men. They bluster through their environments, blissfully unaware of the swath of destruction they're leaving behind, showing no decorum, no control in any situation unless they're dealing with their dick. And then it's laser focus in the most delicate handling. Could you imagine if everything was as important to men as their junk? We could actually have nice things. I bet if we told Congress that lack of funding for immersion programs harms their members more than their constituents, that issue would be solved yesterday. So immersion programs are really great. They're great for kids, especially if you want them correcting you on your pronunciation. No, honey. It's no, Daddy. No. 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 And then you realize you've been arguing about how to say no for a while, and you finally get it. You better get your butt in gear if you don't know the language, because by middle school, you are in trouble. It's bad enough with teen slang and text speak. If they realize they know an entire language you don't, it is game over. Thank you very much. My name is Sammy Lett, and I sincerely hope you all get home safely tonight.